The book Bad Granny began as a series of articles for the Oldie. I was asked to write a column on the pleasures of being old. When I was 60, I got rather fed up with everyone moaning about how ghastly being old was. Everybody was saying, oh God, if only I was young, and I'll never fall in love again. I thought that was brilliant, never having to fall in love again. Absolute nightmare of misery and waiting for the phone to ring. And then, of course, I had so much more confidence. And the last thing I wanted to do was to be young. I even started a stand-up, doing a granny stand-up, and I could never have done that when I was young. And then there was the arrival of grandchildren, which I just thought was absolutely bliss. They do say that grandchildren are the reward you get for not killing your children. And much as I love my son, I must say my grandchildren I do adore. There's another phrase they use, which is apparently discovered by Margaret Mead, who says that the reason that grandchildren and grandparents get on so very well together is because they share a common enemy. So I was having the time of my life and writing about it, and everyone said, oh, isn't it awful being over the hill? But I think that over the hill's rather a good place to be. I mean, you've spent the whole of your life clambering up this wretched hill, gasping and puffing. And then you get to the top, you have this fabulous view, and that's the point of going up a hill, isn't it? To come down. And I loved coming down, that marvellous time. Just after 60, great views, no stress, marvellous. I have to say that 70, I'm now 72, isn't quite such fun. And that's where it's getting slightly more difficult to be funny and optimistic. Still, I somehow try to every month to entertain. I was reading some of the columns today, actually. I hate to say this, and I was actually roaring with laughter myself at my own jokes. It's terribly embarrassing. I feel really guilty about it. Anyway, that's the idea is to entertain and to make growing old seem more fun than miserable. And I'm not saying it's not miserable. I mean, the columns are all about me and my operation, me and my endless trips to the doctor, but they're full of kind of rage and jokes. At least that's the plan. I hope it works.